So I'm here with Andreas Ekstrom. Welcome to London, Andreas.
Thank you so much.
Award-winning Swedish journalist. So, talk to me about the digital future, the challenges that society faces in the digital world.
See, that's what I love to do. There's so much interesting stuff going on right now, and I always say that we're lucky to be alive right now. If I'm trying to be more pretentious about it, I'll say that even those of us who are having our professional careers right now, we are writing a digital constitution for the future. The decisions that we make may end up being principles that people are going to hold on to for literally 100 years. So we better get it right.
So no pressure on us then?
No pressure on us, for sure. But that's why I'm so curious about this. I mean, we need to make, because we have an agenda right now that says, let's do this fast, let's get digitized, let's do all these things. And sure, that's important for any business, but we have to get it right also from a political, from a public standpoint. For us, the people, we have to get it right. And getting it right and getting it done fast is not always the same thing.
Absolutely. And there's lots of challenges right now around trust and privacy. Mm-hmm. We see this all the time, that people are increasingly challenged by the digital world and are losing their rights. Do you think that's, I know you're very positive about the future, but is that a potential negative?
It is definitely a potential negative. And I'd like to just insist on not being too persistent on any prognosis about the future, because we're definitely at the same time going both ways. Mm-hmm. I have, though, something that I come back to and think about, and it is almost like a one-liner. Comfortable beats scared. And that's why you and I post all of our lives on social media, because we realize someplace that maybe we shouldn't, or maybe we're making ourselves potentially vulnerable for a future that we can't foresee, but it's really convenient and it's really kind of fun. So comfortable beats scared, and I could give you 1,000 examples of that, where everybody from just individuals to governments are acting accordingly. Yeah, this is kind of convenient, and they don't go through the hard work of thinking through the principles behind it. So there's definitely a balance there. We can still get it right. We're early into a revolution, so we can get it right. So
do you think the challenge is on us as individuals to be more scared, or is it really on our regulators to think about these issues more?
Well, scared is never a good starting point to make healthy analysis. But how about informed? How about we don't confuse being negative with being critical? We tend to do that. Oh, you're so negative of this. Oh no, but I'm critical of it, which is completely different. When you're critical, you're asking the healthy question. Oh, you hold a lot of power. Are you also being held accountable? That's not a negative question. That's a critical question that you're asking in an open, curious way. You're looking at the people who hold the money and the power, and you ask the questions. That's a good approach. That's a healthy approach.
Do you see a generational divide as well?
Sure, I have 3 kids,
yeah.
13, 11, and 6, and of course I observe them all the time. I basically am a parent to observe them, and it's exciting. It's exciting to see. It's also exciting to see that they're surprising me constantly. They're not so attached to their screens. A couple of them are, out of the 3. Mm-hmm. One is not. I am probably more attached to my phone than my 11-year-old daughter, who is just a personable, physical, hands-on, energetic kind of girl who gets bored by her phone. She wants to go out there and climb a tree because that's her personality. So sometimes people of our generation tend to be a little we're acting on scared again rather than informed. Get in there, be with the kids. I don't believe in filters. I don't believe in limiting their access so much, but I believe in active parenting when it comes to screens. They need active parenting to behave and say please and thank you, and to wash their hands before dinner. Of course they're going to need active parenting, figuring out stuff digitally for themselves. And as we do that as parents, we're going to pick up a thing or two ourselves. Mm.
And to what extent is the whole digital future going to be held up by digital exclusion? Because we talk a lot at the moment about people who are just excluded from the digital world.
You know, we have 3 billion people on the planet who have yet to experience the internet. And we tend to forget that in Europe. In Sweden, we passed in the year 2012, where we actually have more connected gadgets than people now. So we tend to forget that. But we are looking at a future where the next decade or 10 to 12 years, we're going to have a 90-95% plus connectivity in the world, mostly Africa and Asia. So is the internet going to become more African and Asian, or is Africa and Asia going to become more Western? That's a big question for you.
We're going to invite you back in 30 years to answer it as well.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Andreas,
thanks.
Great to see you.
Thanks.